morning, students. Today I am going to start endothermic and exothermic reactions. What are the endothermic reaction and what are exothermic reaction? First, exothermic reactions. Exothermic reactions, students, are those reactions in which heat is released. Okay, exo means is something which is coming out. Therm means heat. So exothermic means heat is coming out from a reaction. That's why it is named as exothermic. Remember, exo means something is coming out. Okay. So heat is evolved in these type of reactions. In such cases, the sign plus, okay, it is plus, okay. The sign plus heat is written along with the products. For example, as you can see here, okay, if energy or heat is written with plus sign, then it is called a exothermic reaction. So exothermic are those reaction in which heat is evolved in these reactions. Okay, evolved means coming out. Okay, so these reaction are written with plus sign along with the product. For example, the first example is respiration. Glucose is formed in the process of respiration. Glucose formed after digestion of carbohydrates. These glucose form undergo slow combustion by combining with oxygen, or we can say it undergo oxidation in the cells of body and produces energy. Okay, so glucose when formed after digestion, it undergo oxidation, means reaction with oxygen. This glucose, after reacting with oxygen, forms CO2 and water and releases energy, okay, in the form of ATP. Okay, maybe you know, in the form of ATP. So in this reaction, energy is coming out. Okay, heat is coming out in this reaction. These reactions are called, or in this reaction is called exothermic reaction. Similarly, burning of coal. Burning of coal is also an exothermic reaction because in this reaction also energy is produced during burning of coal. So C means coal. When you react with oxygen, or you can say when we burn it, CO2 gas is produced and a large amount of heat is also evolved during this reaction. Okay, so this one will be an example of exothermic reaction. Similarly, so if you burn methane, if you burn LPG gas, or if you burn any gas, okay, or any hydrocarbon gas, or any material, if you burn, then heat is evolved. Okay, any wooden material you burn, any hydrocarbon you burn, petrol you burn, diesel burn, if you can burn kerosene, whatever the hydrocarbon or any wood material, if you burn means reaction with oxygen. If you react with that hydrocarbon with oxygen, CO2 gas is coming out, water also coming out, and heat also evolved in this reaction. So burning of any hydrocarbon or any wooden material, or burning of LPG, petrol gas, also an example of exothermic reaction. Now the next type of reaction is endothermic reaction. Endo. Endo means absorb. Okay, endo means absorb, therm means heat. So when heat is absorbed during the reaction, then such type of reaction is called endothermic reaction. Okay, so here heat is getting absorbed, and in exothermic heat is getting evolved, means heat is coming out from that reaction. In endothermic reactions, plus sign with heat is written along with the reactants. Okay, remember this one. In exothermic reactions, we use plus heat sign along with the products, but in endothermic reaction we use plus heat sign written along with the reactants. There are other ways also to represent it. We can write plus uh, on the reactant side, or if you want to write it on product side, you can write it with minus sign. Means if you write minus heat here, okay, suppose if you want to write like this minus heat, then it is also okay. Okay, or you can also write like this one, okay, on the top of arrow. So there are three ways to represent an endothermic reaction. Either you write plus heat in the reactant side, or you write minus heat on the product side, or just simply write heat or energy on the top of arrow. Now come to the example. The first example for this one is photosynthesis. Students, you already know what is photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, sunlight is absorbed. During the photosynthesis process, for sunlight is absorbed by green plants. Hence, it is called an endothermic reaction, because in this process, light energy from the sun is getting absorbed. So it is called an endothermic reaction. You already know this reaction. Carbon dioxide, when reacts with water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, glucose is formed and releases oxygen gas. Similarly, the formation of nitrogen monoxide, which also involved heat energy, is an example of endothermic reaction. And electrolysis of water means we use electric current, that is electrical energy. Okay, we use electrical energy, then water get converted into hydrogen and oxygen. So these all are the examples of endothermic reactions. Okay, I hope you understood. And the next one is neutralization reaction. What are the neutralization reactions? The reaction of an acid and a base. This reaction is very important, students. Although exothermic, endothermic are also very important, but neutralization also, because you are going to use it in next classes. You are going to study. You will see many examples of neutralization reactions. Always remember reaction of acid with base. The simplest thing is reaction of acid with a base. Okay, is called a neutralization reaction. When acid react with base, they form salt and water. Now it is called a neutralization reaction. Okay, this reaction is very simple and easy to remember also, that acid when react with base, it is called a neutralization reaction, and during this reaction salt and water is formed. For example, you can see sodium hydroxide, which is a base, reacts with hydrochloric acid, which is an acid. It forms sodium chloride, which is a salt, and water. Okay, in the next reaction example, potassium hydroxide, which is a base, when reacts with nitric acid HNO3, it forms potassium nitrate, which is a salt, and releases water. So any reaction in which acid react with base and form salt and water is called a neutralization reaction. I hope you understood. Thank you very much. In my next lecture, I will teach you corrosion and rancidity. Thank you very much.